gotta make it though, Marcus.
Early intervention services are essential to starting a life without limits. The Family, Infant, and Toddler Program is a family-centered, community-based approach that provides a range of services to meet the needs of children, birth to age 3, who have been identified as having a disability or who are at risk of having developmental delays.
FIT is a unique program in so much that not only does it work with children from 0 to 3, but it also works with the family component as well. Laradon's philosophy is that the parent is the expert on their child or student. In so much, we encourage parents to be involved in every level of the child's treatment, educational, clinical, and so on.
Marcus was born July 5th, 2011. He was born with gastroschisis, which is his intestines were outside of his stomach. He was in the hospital for 45 days, and he was severely arched. His head was pretty much on his feet backwards. He was severely tight, muscle tension, knees and everything were really tight. So in September, when we were evaluated through the program, it was determined that we needed to get him on a weekly regimen of treatment. The therapist will give you the tools, show you the things to do, but it's really up to the parent or the guardian to use those tools Monday through Friday. The counseling that I've been provided from my therapist from Laradon has been extremely helpful. Marcus is now 2.5, and we're looking to get him into an early education program at 3. So we're really excited right now about finding out what that program consists of and how it can help, intellectually keep him, growing, but yet stimulate his motor skills with the other children.
Services are provided on an individual basis. These include home visits by Laradon's professional staff, speech and language therapy in English or Spanish, occupational therapy, early childhood special education services, resources and support for participating families, and parent training. Laradon provides continuing education to staff to ensure that participants are receiving high-quality services.
At Laradon, I think we've come to realize that in order to help our participants to reach their full potential and to maximize their own self-sufficiency, we as professionals have to do that for ourselves as well. Laradon continues to support our staff, reaching beyond our walls for professional development.
It starts with the basic core classes that we have to take. They include, medication training, first aid, CPR.
Laradon's Alternative School program offers a specialized curriculum designed to meet the needs of students who are between the ages of 5 and 21 who have a dual diagnosis of a developmental disability and psychiatric or behavioral disorders.
Right now we serve children from the ages of 5 to 21. All are dually diagnosed, which means that they not only have a developmental disability, but they also have either an emotional or a psychiatric diagnosis as well. All of our kids are referred from their home school district, and we get paperwork for an admission packet, and then we route it through our multidisciplinary team, and we identify what their needs are going to be and make sure that we have our staff in line, ready, prepared, trained to receive the student.
Every student has an individualized education plan tailored to his or her specific needs in order to set particular goals and meet their objectives.
When we're looking at adult life, some of the things that we do as a team, and I as an occupational therapist try and help the team with, is looking at where they're at functionally and really what can we do. So, some of our parents have said, I didn't think my child would ever read, let alone be able to have a job where they're able to earn money.
The Alternative Schools curriculum utilizes a functional approach to teaching academics as well as life and vocational skills while providing the mental health support the students require. Based on their unique needs, students receive occupational therapy, speech or language therapy, music education, computer classes, and adaptive physical education. Equally strong components of the Alternative Schools curriculum are education and mental health services, affective education, and individualized positive behavior intervention programs. Laradon provides opportunities for students to learn the skills necessary to make full use of computers and applications to augment academic learning and develop work skills.
Computers really bridge those instructional gaps. Computers give us tools and a means to teach students that maybe in the past we haven't been able to teach. So having access to technology, either with a computer or different types of assistive devices, we can teach things that we weren't able to teach in the past, and that's really the most powerful and amazing part of having technology in our school. It really provides independence. So when our students leave Laradon, those pieces of technology or having access to technology will allow our students to live just more independent lives, and that's really special.
These support programs provide services for a variety of behavioral and emotional disorders to ensure participants are prepared for adult life and are able to fully participate in the community.
We look at the environment that they're going into and look at what those demands and expectations are going to be. Make sure we know the program, or have someone come here from the program explain what the program is going to look like, what those expectations are going to be. We match that to the skill set of the student, and we look at where we need to go.
Laradon offers a variety of programs and services to meet the unique needs of adults with developmental disabilities who are aged 21 to senior citizens. Adult day habilitation programs include autism, basic skills, behavioral services, seniors, and medically fragile programs that care for individuals with severe or profound developmental disabilities.
Medically Fragile 2 the program that I'm in, we help, we do assist our participants with that are a little bit higher medical needs. We work closely with an RN on campus. I believe we all have really large knowledge of what we do, what our participants need, from motor skills to fine motor skills. I tend to incorporate a lot of dance, and our participants interact with each other, and I get them to move. I personally don't sit 8 hours a day, 12 hours a day in a wheelchair or in a chair, so I like to be moving. So I'm pretty sure the majority of our participants would want to move around as well.
I like Terry a lot because it's my favorite person. It's my host provider.
Stands up for me and watches over me. Gives me money. That's the best part. Gives me money.
Participants may live with an individual or family and experience a family or roommate-like atmosphere. The Host Home program can offer individuals and families the opportunity to make a difference in the life of an adult with developmental disabilities. Services and supports in the Host Home program may include medication administration, health and domestic skills, money management, recreation, leisure, and community involvement.
One of the innovative changes that I've seen here at Laradon has been the involvement of case managers and other staff of Laradon. And it really adds a richness to the visit that allows me to, as a physician, to take better care of the participants and to improve their quality of life.
It's to provide stability, it's to provide normality, it's to provide education, it's to provide a sense of family to people with none of those things.
Laradon's community and employment services include individual employment, ticket to work, and community participation vocational programs. These programs ensure that participants are actively engaged in the community while learning skills needed to gain and retain community employment and independence.
Well, in some instances they may be counting, and certainly up to 10. That's a skill that, if they haven't been doing that before, after, say, a month or two, suddenly it is much easier. It makes more sense to them. They become comfortable with it. And that's also the way that in another position in life, they may be able to use those counting skills.
Some of the other changes that have happened in the community have been an acceptance of developmentally challenged clients into the workplace, and many of the Laradon participants actually come and then go to work at places like the supermarket and fast food restaurants.
From all the jobs that I have, my favorite one is Target, because I like the customers and I like my coworkers that treat me really good. And cashiering is my favorite thing in the world.
The impact of these changes in terms of moving into living in the community, working in the community, I think has increased self-esteem. I think it also increases their sense of well-being.